the vice president, I mean, she was a senator as recently as this year.
Yeah.
Why isn't she on the Hill helping to broker this deal?
Well, the vice president had the CBC over, the CHC last week. She's been making calls herself, just like the president. If it's constructive for her to go to the Hill or for him to go to the Hill to have members down here, they'll do that. We're ready and willing. This is our top priority, all hands on deck. But a lot of what's happening right now is discussions at a staff level, a senior staff level, to get through these intricate details, and that's where the focus is in this moment. Go ahead, Kelly.
Since we haven't seen the president much publicly this week, and you talked about leaving room in his schedule, can you paint more of a picture of what's happening behind the scenes? Are these calls happening from the Oval? Is he inviting guests to the residence? Does he have a whiteboard with his own whip count? Can you give us a picture of what
I like
it looks
that
like
visual. I would say he does not have a whiteboard with a whip count. I can assure you he's more of a paper and pen kind of guy. But look, he's been meeting with staff. He's been getting updates from staff as they've been having engagements with the Hill. You all know who the senior members of his team are who are negotiating, whether that's Steve Ricchetti or Louisa Terrell, Brian Deese, Susan Rice. What he's asked his team to do, including the policy members, which people don't always factor this in, is be available to have conversations with members about questions they have, to help address any parts of it they have suggestions on. So he's getting regular updates, people in and out of the Oval Office, providing him updates on their individual conversations, and he's picking up the phone and calling people as needed, whether that's the Speaker or Leader Schumer or other members, to have a conversation about the status, to check on where they are, to follow up and maybe a conversation they may have had with his staff. These conversations are happening from the Oval Office, but certainly he does some from the residence, depends on what time of day it may be.
And are you running your own whip count, or are you relying on Hill resources to do that?
We're very closely in touch, as you know, with leadership on the Hill. The president himself is. Of course, we're certainly in touch with members ourselves about where they stand, where they may have concerns or any hesitations. Go ahead. I'll come back to you, Terry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We finally learned today Senator Manchin's position on his top line number.